UK Hun and the rest of the world. Today I'm recapping the grand finale of RuPaul's Drag Race UK vs. the World Season 3. And yes, I have a big smile on my face for a good reason. This season was life-changing and history-making, so without further ado, let's get into it. The finalists walk back into the workroom after the Only Naomi's elimination, and before they can attack, RuPaul says a reunion is on the way. Now here are some things that I noted down about the reunion. Michelle confronts Melinda and Sminty for not knowing the words to their lip-sync songs, which I'm really glad she called out because there's been a bit of a trend of that lately and not a good trend. I also liked Michelle calling out Sminty for being slightly disrespectful to Bananarama. It just wasn't a good look. Also, for those that are worried that Melinda is quitting drag, don't worry, she's not. She has taken it back since on social media. Minty expresses that Fontana was impolite to her after winning the lip sync for her life. Fontana apologizes, but you can tell that Minty forgives but never forgets. And speaking of, Sminty says she forgives Kate for basically betraying her with the UK alliance. Naomi is asked about not caring about making the finale. She tries to explain it, but Zahira and Fontana are not having it. Zahira says read the room and learn from it. And I felt really bad for Naomi because that is literally all they focused on when it came to her time in the competition. Like, none of her great moments, not her redemption, just that. The best part of the reunion, however, was the wonderful Serena Morena being crowned Miss Congeniality. So well deserved, they really said this season the international queens will dominate. On the main stage this evening, it is just family. We have RuPaul looking very regal, Michelle Visage, Graham Norton, and Alan Carr. Category is Grand Finale Eleganza, and I gave my top toot to Gordland. She really does look like royalty here. And speaking of top toots, Fontana received the most from me, making her the runway queen of UK vs. the World Season 3, and this was my favourite look of hers. This is the best Kate Butch has ever looked. She really did save the best till last. And so it's time for the judges' critiques. First up is Fontana. The judges say she's shown many great memorable looks this season, and that she gives 100% in everything she does. Next is Gordland. She's told she never let the judges down, not once. Ru says she has perfectly represented Thai drag excellence, and she has. Next is Kate Butch. She is told that she was in a different league this season, and I agree. Kate represents what an All-Stars season is all about, a true elevation. And last but not least, we have Mariah, and oh my god, she looks stunning. She's told that she still has it. And it's been so nice having Mariah back on our screens. Ru says that this version of her drag journey has been the most meaningful. Ru then asks the girls why the world needs drag more than ever. They all spoke beautifully, but I could definitely relate to Kate's life-threatening IBS. And so it's time for the lip-sync smackdown for the crown. Serena spins the wheel, which lands on Mariah. She gets to choose her opponent, and she picks Gordland. Gordland gets to select one of the two boxes containing a lip-sync song. She goes with box number 1, which is Broken Heels by Alexandra Burke. I really liked Mariah's energy and performance in this song. I think this is her best lip-sync she's ever done. However, I do feel like Gordland paced herself better. They both worked it out. Gordland advances to the next round and Mariah takes 4th place. And I'm very proud of Mariah, but I am glad that she didn't win or make the top 2. Next is Fontana vs. Kate Butch. They get box number 2, which is Right on Time by Black Box. Kate camps it up, securing herself a spot in the final 2. And my darling Fontana takes 3rd place. I agree with this choice, but I am sad. I think the wig was getting in the way, which Fontana never removed, so it must have just been part of the look. But I really do wish that we'd had a Fontana Gordland top 2. And of course, I want to say how much I love and respect Fontana. You guys know she's my favourite. I hope that if this is the first time you've watched Fontana compete, you feel the same way about her that I do. For the final lip sync, we get Tia Kofi's stunning step-down look. And despite how you may feel about the outcome of her season, she's just so damn likeable. And so it all comes down to this, Kate Butch vs. Gordland. They performed to What Do I Have to Do by Kylie Minogue. And to me, this was a clear Gordland win. She completely embodied the song. She was a little pop star on that stage. And so, after an agonizingly long pause, the win goes to Gordland! I could not be happier. This is such a big deal. She is the first non-Ru girl to win a Versus the World or a Global All-Stars and not be from the host nation. She's also a beacon of hope for other international queens wanting to go on the show but are unsure whether it's worth it or not. We now see that it is possible, and thank God. Please go watch Gordland's live reaction to winning. It is absolutely beautiful. Pangina and Art Aria look like 2 proud parents. Friends, this has truly been a phenomenal season. For those that weren't excited about the cast originally, what say you now? I'm so glad that Thailand is getting the appreciation and respect that it deserves. And I'm so proud of Gordland and all of the queens this season. Please let me know what you thought of the entire season, the winner, and the finale. So far, we have had 2 amazing seasons end in 2026, Canada 6 and this one. And you guys know that I always rank the seasons at the end of the year, so tell me please, help me out in the comments. Do you think Canada 6 is better than this season? Because I don't know where to place it. And please stay tuned for tomorrow's bonus video because it's time to do Original vs All Stars season. And I have some things to say. But as always, give me all the tea and I will see you very soon for another video. Very soon.